Then check this out.
My mother would instruct me to say, please excuse my back. I apologize.
Just answer the question, okay? Please don't play with me right now.
Sade, I just told her when she walked off the stage, when she's president and they say Joe Biden's out in the waiting room, she promised me she won't say Joe who. Please, do you have seats? Well, okay, I once said that early on in my tenure, Gov, and I said, everybody take a seat. None of them had seats.
It's an odd thing to say.
Well, I tell you what, you guys are impressive. And three of you are really close friends. And one's about to become a close friend. Gov, my problem is your biceps are a little small. And you're not in very good shape, but I'll work with you, see what we can do.
That's amazing.
But really and truly, thank you. And I appreciate it very much. Senator Ben Cardin is one of the great, I hate the phrase public servants, but it is true. You know, I judge my colleagues over the years based on not just their intellectual capacity and their decency, but their integrity. The men you have here have incredible integrity. And it's just amazing. Chris Van Hollen is one of the reasons why I got elected vice president. He's the guy that did my debate prep for me. And without it, I'd been in real trouble. And Steny Hoyer, he and I share the eastern shore of Delaware and the western shore of Maryland. You know that whole area in there? I keep telling him it really is part of Delaware, but he doesn't. And David, thank you for being such a great partner. You've been great as well. I really do appreciate it. Prince George Community College, thanks for welcoming us here today. As many of you know, my wife is a professor at the community college. Matter of fact, she's teaching today. She has an expression, and I mean, this is the God's truth. Says, any country that out-educates us will out-compete us. Any country that out-educates us will out-compete us. The work you do here in preparing students to compete in the economy of the future is real. It matters. This summer, I traveled to Chicago where I spoke about a fundamentally changing American economy. From an economy that for decades rewarded those who are at the very top and left everyone behind, who just on their own, basically. One that gives working people in this nation not only a fighting chance, they didn't do. You know, we had that trickle-down economy. Not a whole lot. I grew up in we weren't poor, but we had a 3-bedroom split-level house with 4 kids and a grandpa living with us. And I didn't see a whole lot trickle down on my dad's kitchen table. But you know, everybody deserves a shot at building the lives they deserve for their families. And we've done that for the first time in a long time. We've climbed out of our great economic crisis. It's beginning to work for working people. This nation is very rich. And who have benefited the most has been the very rich, though. Not everybody. And that's not how it should be. The new economic vision has been labeled by those in the Wall Street Journal and the London Economist and some of the more conservative press as Bidenomics.
Like what? What?
Well, they didn't mean it as a compliment at first. But now they're getting it. What's Bidenomics? It's about investing in, and I feel like I'm going to try not to repeat some of what my colleagues have already said, but it's about investing in America. Investing in America and investing in Americans, American people. It's about growing the economy from the middle out and the bottom up instead of the top down. Because when the middle class does well, the poor have a ladder up and the wealthy still do very well. I'm a capitalist. If you guys go out here and you can make $1 billion, go get it. Just pay a little more in taxes.
You disgust me. How can you live with yourself?
But our friends on the other team, on the other side of the aisle, they have a very different vision for America. And by the way, you have this, I think you have this book on your table, on your chairs, maybe not. I thought did my staff hand this out? You just have a little one. Well, I'm the only president who hands out the opposition's economic plan.
What a joke!
Oh, you think I'm kidding? Protecting American Economic Security, fiscal year 2024, the budget, the study committee of Kevin Hearn, budget, and it goes on. This is the mega budget. You know, I want you to take a look at it. I think we have other copies of it. If we don't, we'll get you some. So since I've come to office, all they've really done is attack me and my economic plan.
Tell me something we don't know. Yeah, tell me something we don't.
Hadn't been much else. Even though we've created, as I pointed out, over 13 million jobs, more jobs in 2 years than any president's created in a 4-year term. Even though I'm not looking. Even though we've had 19 straight months of unemployment under 4% for the first time in American history. Even though we have the lowest inflation rate of any major economy in the world, with core inflation rate the last 3 months at 2.4%. We got more to do, even though we've created 800,000 manufacturing jobs and a manufacturing boom we haven't seen in decades. Even though America, as we met here today, has the strongest economy in the world. Let me say that again. America has the strongest economy in the world.
It's over.
Of all major economics. And all they do is attack it. But, you know, you notice something. For all the time they spend attacking me and my plans, here's what they never do. They never talk about what they want to do. No, think about it. They tell you what they're against. What are they for? It's like they want to keep it a secret. I don't blame them. Well, today I'm going to talk about their plans.
You sure about that?
Look, we're going to talk about the MAGA Republican economic plan. And by the way, this is not your father's Republican Party. This is a different deal, all kidding aside. We've all worked with Republicans on the other side over our careers, have become good friends, honest, decent people. Disagree like hell with them, but they were in the deal. They thought the institutions mattered. They thought it mattered. Well, guess what? Our democracy is at risk because I don't think they do think it matters anymore.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Because the country should know the facts. They should know the choice between Bidenomics and MAGAnomics. American growth and hope, and we're building, or American lost jobs, raising fears. MAGA Republicans gave us a few short years ago. Look, their plan, MAGAnomics, is more extreme than anything America's ever seen before.
How?
Just months ago, they went further than anyone has ever gone, threatening to default on the debt that's over 220 years old. Default, unless we gave them everything they wanted. We gave them nothing they wanted. We gave them nothing when we got a deal. But up to now, Republicans have given us a failed plan, a trickle-down economics that didn't work. My guess is your story is just like mine. Not much trickle-down ended up helping y'all. Instead, there's what trickle-down economics did. It shipped jobs overseas. It's a basic thing. Find the cheapest place in the world for labor, send the jobs there, the product there, and then import the product home. Well, you know, they hollowed out the main streets of America. They did the same for the middle class. They blew up the deficit. It produced an anemic economic growth, if any growth at all. Stripped us dignity and pride and hope out of a community, one after another. You know, when you have those communities where there's been that factory employing 250 people in a small community for years and years, then it closes down. You don't just lose a job, you lose a sense of belonging. People lose hope. They lose their pride.
Hey, that's pretty good.
They lose their sense of pride. And now these MAGA Republicans have taken a plan I've never worked into, and you know, look.